Now, it's a valid emotion. You've got an open house of your property. You're an owner of a property. You're a tenant of a property. You're going to have prospective people coming through, maybe 20, 30, maybe 100 through the open house. Does stuff get stolen? We're going to talk about it. Stay tuned. Ooh la 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 la.
It's a juicy one this morning. It definitely is. Open house burglary. Does it happen? Does it exist? Have I been in that situation myself where I've been accused of stealing something, a mascara from a tenanted property? Absolutely, I have. Is it a shock to the system? Yes. Did I steal anything? No. My word versus your word, though.
It's hard. And we are getting a lot of people through these open homes. And what I like and what I often tell people is everybody's a security guard. So even though there may be someone, a thief in the open house, more often than not, there's always people around in the room. So they're all watching like security guards as to what everyone's doing and if someone's acting out of the ordinary.
Yes, I agree. And the good thing is we take everybody, and this goes out to tenants and to also owner occupiers as well, who are having open homes and do feel a little bit uncomfortable with people walking through their home. The really good thing about us in particular is we take a record of absolutely everybody who walks through that property, their name, first name, surname, mobile number, and their email address. So we have a record of who they are. In addition to that, we will never leave a house unattended as well. There's always at least one real estate agent securing that property and keeping their eye on everyone.
Having said that, people can give you any number, any name.
That's true. That's true.
So I guess there's the theory side of it, and then there's also the practical side of it. How many times would you be giving a dud name and number?
Well, if I'm seriously interested in looking at a house, I would give my real name. When I'm ordering a coffee, because I have such a different name, sometimes I can't be bothered with it's Xanthony, not Anthony, Xanthony. So I'll just say my name is Sally. That's a little bit of a different situation than purchasing a house.
My name's Fabio.
I'm just going to put it out there. You don't look too much like a Fabio.
No, but it's just... A Fabio's like, how do you spell that? That doesn't happen. It's Fabio, yeah, right, okay. And they go, Fabio, and then Lisa's like, oh, God. The kids are always like,
the embarrassing dad moment.
It's your coffee name, your alter ego name, Sally.
Sally sounds a little bit like a stripper name, so not really. It's just my coffee name.
So, but you haven't answered the question. How many dud IDs do you get? How many people that say I'm Michael Smith and they are not Michael Smith? And I'm coming from that security angle, yeah. So
I don't think it happens.
Yeah, it's. I never get. Well, I guess I sort of never know because they just don't call me back, and you don't sort of see them again because if it's the people that know they're going to see again, they give you their real name and number. Otherwise, they're embarrassed.
Yes.
By it. So, okay, but let's put this into perspective, Xanth. We're talking about, if you just tuned in, we're talking about open houses and stuff going missing, stolen, broken, whatever that may be. The reality is that you're probably an extrovert, I'm an extrovert. Our home's like, hey, let's, you're not, there's not, you don't come from a fear base. But you can imagine an introverted person or someone that doesn't open their doors up to a lot of people. It can be quite overwhelming. And then
Absolutely.
The first thing, probably the biggest emotion you draw to straight away is your privacy and theft. So you're worrying about shit, secure down, batten down, that sort of stuff. Now, bear in mind, if you are that type of person or anyone knowing they're going to have an open house, you're not going to leave out jewellery, small valuables, right? You're gonna tuck that away. When we do walk through on an initial, we walk through before anyone walks through. We do I call it a dead body check. We walk through, have a look through at everything, and when we do the dead body check at an open house, we not checking for a dead body, but we check that stuff. So if there is something like a nice watch, I'll often put a pillow over the top of the watch, or a laptop or something. Like just things like that. We'll just go to that effort of just concealing.
Yes.
Tell us about your experience over. So you've been an agent year now, done a lot of open houses. About 6 months ago, you had a bit of an event.
Yes, so 6 months ago, following an open home, and it was a property that had been on the market for quite some time. And for this particular open home, there weren't any attendees, which was quite unusual. So I was standing there ready to welcome everyone for that 30-minute open window that we had. No attendees, so I've closed the door. It was a tenanted property, let myself out and continued on with the next open. That very afternoon, I received a phone call from the tenant just saying that a couple of makeup items had gone missing. And was I responsible? Did I move them? And then proceeded to insinuate that I had stolen them. So it was an eyeshadow, a mascara, and a blush brush. And I didn't know what to do in that situation. No other people had gone through that open home that particular day. And it was basically my word versus this tenant's word. And what do you do there? There weren't any security cameras. It was literally just me. And I've never felt so uncomfortable or accused of doing the wrong thing when I absolutely did not. So I ended up replacing those items anyway as a sign of good faith. Just because I didn't want to have a bad reputation in the real estate industry, and also I didn't want this person to think that I had actually stolen anything and then proceeded to go and spread some rumors about me. So I did end up replacing them. Was it a
$40?
About 140, yeah.
Okay, or under 40, 140, under 40.
Oh, no,
I don't know. How much was it all worth together?
Oh, collectively it came to $140.
Got it. So they're worried about makeup stuff. You've said, not me. But no one else came through the open house.
No one else came through that open home.
I'm scripting in memory, this is 6 months ago, but no one came to the open house?
No one came to that open house. And I remember it like it was yesterday. That's the thing. Because it was just such a bizarre thing. And someone accusing me of doing something that was not true at all. I don't know what she's done with her makeup. I don't know where it's been placed. I certainly did not touch it, let alone take it or go through any of her drawers. So,
and I could understand the tenant. This is a tenanted property. I could understand the tenant in that particular circumstance because one, your nose is out of joint, it's on the market for sale. Two, yes, you've had to swing your doors open of your own private home. Three, you're going to be generally rushing to get the place ready. I don't know about most people are. They're in a flurry running around trying to get, clean, trying to tidy, trying to get everything where it should be. So they're probably not, ready, set, go for the open. They're probably on the back foot already.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the first thing you would do is blame somebody else for taking something that you can't find. It would be an easy conclusion to jump to if, hey, I thought I left my sunglasses here on the table before I left for the open, and now they're not there. Novak, Xanthony, whoever, you've stolen it, you've taken it, where have you moved it to? It would be a quick and easy conclusion to jump to.
The emotions, how did that make you feel, Xanthony?
Am I allowed to throw 4-letter words in here? Look, I was completely deflated. It took all of the wind out of my sails. Like I just said, I've never been accused of anything like that before. It's not in my nature, and I don't like being accused of things that I definitely did not do. It was deflating, it was disheartening, and it made me feel uncomfortable as well.
It's not shoplifting, it's open house lifting.
Yeah, open house lifting. But does it happen out there? I'm sure that other people have been in this situation as well, where things have gone missing following an open home, not necessarily with us, but with other people as well.
Yeah, big time. Now, the core of the story is what goes missing at open homes, burglary and stuff like that. Can I follow this up with the reality of things? So, look, we probably do. Lisa was really, really upset as well, Zan.
Yeah.
Lisa was really upset as well. The reality of this is, can you tell us what happened on that story? So you went out and purchased those makeup products, you deliver them to the tenant, and then what happened?
And then a couple of days later, I received another phone call, followed up with a text message with a photo saying that they had located the items, and that they were so sorry for jumping to conclusions and saying that I had taken what they considered valuable to them. So it was 3 to 4 days of just stress.
It's stress. You sorted the problem out by buying it. Big of you to do that, even though you didn't do it. Huge of you to do that. But I do have to say, it's probably as big as the tenant themselves coming back and saying, "I'm sorry." That's quite a hard thing and an embarrassing thing. There's a bit of humility there, and honesty, and good on the tenant for admitting that nothing was stolen. Did they offer to give the items back?
No, it was just being reimbursed for the money that was spent, which is fine.
Oh, okay, so you got cash back?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Now, in conclusion of things going missing in an open house, Lisa says she's never had anything go missing at an open house. This is a lady that's done hundreds or even maybe thousands of open houses. I've got to say, and look, I get guys that in Sydney, there's maybe different areas that will be open more to this and there's less of this happening. But certainly on the northern beaches, 30 years as a real estate agent, thousands and thousands and thousands. You got a calculator there?
Well, I've got my phone, which has a calculator, so hit me with some numbers. Yeah.
6 times 52
Yep.
times 30.
Yeah.
I've done almost 10,000 open houses, and the amount of times that I've had something go missing at an open house
is how many? So you've done 10,000, and I've been doing this for 1 year, and I've already had at least one situation.
Look, the reality is that our agency's probably done, if that's the number for just me, probably we've done close to 100,000 opens. That's a big number. And the amount of times we've had things physically go missing, I wouldn't be able to count. Well, I don't even know if it's true or not. It's a claim, but someone's turned around and said, "Oh shit, this is missing or that's missing." Yeah, I wouldn't be able to put on a hand. So I guess the odds are, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Have you got a drum roll there on the pad?
Oh, let me have it. Did it work? I'm pressing it.
Yeah, again. Oh, that's creepy. How many times? Yeah, it's creepy. It's cool. How many times it's happened? The reality, super, super, super low. If you're a tenant selling in the northern, with your property being sold in Northern Beaches, if you're an owner doing an open house on the Northern Beaches, and you've got a good agent that's circulating through the property, the odds are it's going to be, I won't say 1 in a million, but certainly less than 1 in 100,000. Maybe 1 in a million. That stuff actually happens. And don't forget, it's actually a matter for the police. So it's not a civil. It's not a civil claim. Sorry, it is a civil claim. No, it's not a civil claim. Anyway, it's a criminal matter, and it's something that the police will work out in the event of it being real or potentially being real in a claim. That times it's actually ever gotten to that for me in an agency, 0. So guys, in conclusion, what do you say?
Look, if you are having people come through your property that you don't know, if you're a tenant or an owner-occupier, just hide your valuables, hide anything that's important to you, hide anything that might be able to be broken really easily. You might have a bit of fine china somewhere that you're worried about getting knocked. If it's important to you, if it's sentimental or valuable, tuck it away where no one will find it.
What a great show. Something that people are always thinking about. That's the answer. Don't stress. And have a great day. What are you up to today?
I'm prepping for Billy's first home buyer tonight. Here's a bit of a plug. So everyone come along tonight. We've got our first home buyer night with the spectacular Billy, revealing all things how to get into your very first property, be it the Northern Beaches or beyond. Free event, there'll be food, there'll be a good time, lots of laughs, and the most important thing, there'll be a lot of very important and on the pulse information shared with you.
It's not too late to book. If you're a first-time buyer or have any friends or family you'd like to book in, contact us. Just give us a tingle. We can book you in. There's a couple of seats available. There's about 60 or 80 people already booked. The thing I love about this first-time buyer thing tonight that we got on is it's not a technical journey. Most of the time we've run these courses, we've gone down that technical side with lawyers and stuff like accountants and stuff like that. This one's different. This is an emotional journey that we're teaching first home buyers about. People of influence around you, when the journey officially starts, acknowledging that and working on brick by brick how that first home buyer gets into their first property, not just right at the end. We talk about the prelude all the way up to it. So it's worth going.
Yeah, absolutely. And we look forward to seeing everybody there tonight. Kicks off at 6 o'clock.
See you then. Thanks, Dan.
Bye.
See you, everyone. Bye.